Hi, everybody.
Hi,
I'm Jen.
and I'm Becky.
This is Come to Find Out. Welcome. This is our first official video.
Unofficially, we've done several games. Yeah, the games for Christmas. And now we're here, which we're excited about. We've had sickness.
Yes, we meant to start earlier. I've had laryngitis and literally couldn't speak for 2 weeks. So we are a little late in coming out with our first video. We wanted to do it in January, but here we are.
Yeah.
So
it's going to start.
We're going to give you a little background, introduce ourselves, kind of tell you what our plan is and our journey is going to be. And so you get to know us a little better and know what to watch for in the future. So,
And you know what's going to be fun is by the end of our journey, we'll look back at our first video here, and it will be fun to see what we've done and where we've come from. And you should have seen us trying to get ready.
It was a joke. Just technology in general.
Just trying to get the microphone to work.
And this piece of hair.
I mean, it's gonna. What will our hair be like in 5 years?
I don't know. Gray. No, we'll keep coloring it.
But it will be fun to see where we've come from, the journey that we've made, the strides, all the weight we lose.
It's gonna be amazing. The journey.
The journey's gonna be incredible.
We're coming live from my kitchen.
Yeah.
We might be live from her kitchen next week.
I know, that would be fun.
Yeah.
I like that we're
switching it up.
doing some fun
We're going to be
things.
on location. Okay. So, why don't you start?
Okay. So, we thought about what should we talk about at first, and we really thought that we would introduce ourselves. So, a little bit about me. I was born once upon a time, a long time ago.
I'm grateful.
But I moved a lot growing up, and so we didn't stay in the same house for very long. So when Mike and I got married 26 and a half years ago. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
So anyways, we got married and we moved out to this neighborhood out in Riverton, Harriman area. And I met Jen. And so this has been really fun because I've never had a friend that long, right? So this is going to be a fun journey. But more about me. So I married a guy that I met on a blind date. So they do work sometimes. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. We have 7 kids, 5 girls. My oldest is 25, and she's married. She has a little boy who's so cute. He's so cute. And she has one on the way. So in 5 years, it will be weird because Jimmy will be 7.
Hopefully I'll have a grandkid by then.
I hope you do, because it's the best.
Yeah.
So anyway, I have Allie and Ryan, and they have one little boy and one on the way, a little girl. And then my second daughter, Emily, she is also married to Zach, and they have one little boy. In fact, his birthday, he turns 1 on Saturday. It's so fun.
And he's so cute.
He's so cute. It really is true that grandbabies are the reason you have children.
And I love her grandbabies like they're my grandbabies. They're so cute.
I know. They are really.
Yeah.
Like, I love them. They call me Granny, which is pretty stinking awesome. So then I have a son. He just got home from a mission last August, and Buddy had some health things go on, which created a little chaos in our family for a while. And then I have a daughter. She just got her mission call last night. She's going to Maryland. Baltimore. Good morning, Baltimore.
And we're going to try to get out there.
She's going to be great.
She's amazing.
I really think that that's something that come to find out we should do. We should come to find out where she's going.
Yes.
Figure it all out before she gets there.
And go see my child. Yes.
Who's out that way too.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Oh, it is winter.
Yes.
So then I have 2 more girls. I have a 9th grader and a 7th grader. And then we thought we were finished. And then the Lord decided to...
Surprise!
Yes. He gave me a little bonus gift. And truly, he is
He's amazing.
He is a little gift
We love
to
that
us.
little boy.
And he really is.
One day we'll explain how we found out she was pregnant. That was uncomfortable.
That was a little unexpected.
Yes.
And he's 7.5. He's almost 8. So
He's so cute.
that's a little bit about my family. We just moved. So I knew growing up, I mean, there were things that I loved. I really thought I'd be like a trauma ER nurse, or either that, or I thought I'd do like go into psychology. I loved studying psychology. I did that a little bit in college. I love people. And so that was something I thought, but I always, first and foremost, I knew I wanted to be a mom. I knew that was what I really, really wanted to do. And so I did that. We have 7 kids and I love it. We just moved a couple weeks ago into a new house that will fit the herd. It will fit all of us and I love it. And so we just moved out there. We're getting a little bit settled. And that's me. Like I love learning though too. So along the way, like, man, we had some struggles during that time, the last 26 years of my adulthood. And I had to learn some new things about the way I was thinking, the patterns that I had lived before, and the things that I was connected to, and I needed to make some changes. And so I did a lot of growth, especially the last probably 7 to 10 years. I've had to do a lot of growing and learning and figuring out how to be better, a better version of me. And so that's me. I mean, you guys know I love games. That's kind of the quirky thing. But I do love that. I love that I get to connect with people. I think that's one of my favorite things, is being able to connect with other people and other women. I always have felt like as women, we need each other. And together, there's nothing that we can't do. Like, we are amazing people when we get together and we can accomplish really incredible things. And so I'm excited for this new part of the journey. The difference is, I guess, I felt like you kind of lose yourself in motherhood a little bit, and you forget some of the things you love doing, who you are, who you felt like you were. And I'm different now though too. So it is like discovering the new me, because it's not discovering what I used to like, because I like a lot of new things now.
We're on a path.
Yeah, of change. It's awesome.
So yes.
What about you? Tell them about you.
I will celebrate my 25th wedding anniversary in March, and we have 4 boys. So I'm a boy mom. Never got the girl, but that's okay. I have loved every minute of my boys. So my oldest is 22, 23. How old is he?
He'll be, he's 23.
He's 23.
Yeah.
And he got married about 1.5 years ago. So I finally have a daughter, and she's kind of amazing and perfect, and she's going to make it hard for other daughter-in-laws.
Love when you get great in-laws?
Oh my gosh.
Like I love my son-in-laws.
She really is amazing. I was always really, really scared of daughter-in-laws because, well, I mean, they're my boys. I've got mama's boys, and I was always the women in their lives, and so it really made
the women?
The woman in their life. Yes. I'm no longer the woman in his life, but Sophie is absolutely amazing, and I love her very, very much. So I finally got my daughter. I have a 21-year-old son who just got back from his mission. He's the same age as Buddy, and little background. So we are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. We didn't say that. It's very much a big part of our lives, so you will hear about it. Our boys have served missions. I have another son who's 19 who's serving a mission for the church in Indiana. And so yeah, that's a big part of our lives. Our boys have sacrificed, and now her daughter's going, and they go for 2 years to serve the Lord, and so we're really proud of them. We kind of raise them to do that, and it's really hard. It's really hard when they leave.
Then we question why did we raise them to do this
and it's like,
leave us.
Why are you so good?
Come to find out, they go on missions.
They really left.
They really do leave.
And they got married.
Yeah.
And then I have my youngest who just barely turned 15, and he's always been my little buddy, and he's awesome. So
through the course of this, I'm sure, stories of our children.
Yeah, you'll hear.
They're our life.
You'll hear so much more about them. Yeah. They are our pains, our joys, our everything. Yep. So I always just wanted to be a mom. I too love psychology and took psychology in college, which is interesting.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Have we ever talked about that before?
We have. You just don't listen, but yes. But so a little bit about our background. Yeah. So I moved out to this area over almost 21 years ago.
Yeah, we were here 22 years.
And we moved behind them. So we were backdoor neighbors. And we kind of hit it off.
Well, first, when I was out, I went out to till the garden.
Yeah.
And I was out tilling the garden before we knew each other. It was a new area, so all new young families were moving in.
No fences anywhere.
No fences, and so I was out tilling my garden.
And I was talking to a friend on the phone, and I'm like, "You are not going to believe this. This lady is out tilling, like with a machine, a garden." Like I was flabbergasted. I didn't know women did that. I was a city folk. You know what I mean? It was very new to me.
So it was that was her first impression.
Yes.
Of me was like, what?
What is this woman doing?
I have moved out with Ma and Pa, like a little house on the prairie.
It's true. I wondered, what have we done? Because we moved way out in Harriman, and at the time there was nothing out here.
There really wasn't.
It was us and the fields, and anyway.
And people tilling their own gardens.
So we met eventually, and we hit it off.
A play date, right?
Like, we were in a play group, and we won't tell you why we hit it off because we might offend people, but we laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed. And honestly, from that moment on, we spent every day together raising our kids for years. For years. We would run back and forth. It was one of those classic backdoor neighbors that you've always wanted. Before there were fences, I mean, they were riding four-wheelers and snowmobiles around with the kids, and it was it was a dream for us and the kids. It was awesome.
In fact, last night when my daughter Boo was opening her mission call, Jen was over and she was showing some pictures of Boo and her son that's on his mission. Like, we have them as
babies,
infants, like 6 weeks apart or something like that, and just pictures of them at 6 weeks old. And I mean, they literally have grown up together.
Yeah, I mean, I moved out when my second was only 2 months old, so they've literally grown up together as cousins. Yeah. We're family. So fast forward, we ended up moving just across the street to a different, bigger house, but so we weren't backdoor neighbors anymore, and that was kind of sad. And then we both had a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of struggles and a lot of trials. And there were years where we drifted apart, but not in, I mean, just because we were surviving.
Right. Like
life was different. Circumstances were different.
Well, like probably a lot of the people listening go through I don't know anybody who gets to go through this life without having to hit some sort of bump, right? And so for us, we hit those a lot at the same time. Yeah. Unfortunately.
And we were kind of in survival mode, both of us, and
retreated into the house.
And unfortunately, that's kind of my go-to. I'm trying to get better, but even though I know, like in my head, that people help make it better, I still kind of go inward. And I think a lot of us do that when we're trying to survive.
Right, but it's part of this learning process even now that we're doing.
Yeah. But, I mean, we have learned a lot through the years. And now, we're at this time in our life, and we have this opportunity, and we've kind of reconnected. And, I mean, not that we ever disconnected, but we've reconnected back in a way that we did years ago. And
where it's just...
And we've missed it.
Yeah.
Like yeah, there's just something. And so as we've been talking through the last couple years, we've just reached this point in our life where our selfish children are leaving us.
It is rude.
It's selfish.
Well, and you know what? Years ago, do you remember when we were walking in the grocery store one day and we started laughing over the tissue boxes? And we were like, we could talk about anything.
We can. That's the thing.
And just laugh and have fun. Maybe it's that we both have a sick sense of humor.
Very sick.
Similar.
Sarcastic.
Yeah. And whatever it is, it just worked. And even back then, in the grocery store with the tissue box, we started, you know what? We should be like on Oprah. I mean, we could talk about...
Yeah, we knew that we needed a talk show back then. We knew we were something special. No one else.
We were going to be influencers.
We're going to be influencers. You know what's funny about this is I remember talking. I don't know if you remember this years ago. I remember we were talking and we're like, we're supposed to do something together. Like we knew that there was something important we were supposed to do. And we haven't done it yet. So maybe this is
years
it.
ago, our kids were still little. Like that was the
Yeah.
thing we were supposed to keep doing right then. But
Yeah. And we have loved being stay-at-home moms. We have loved it. Now, you will hear sarcastic comments from me, and because, there's ups and downs, but
hey, motherhood isn't easy.
It is not easy.
It is not for the faint of heart.
And now that we're at this place, we can look back and go, oh, it was the best thing we ever did. But it's because we're here now.
Right.
Like, looking back, like when we had all the little kids, it was hard.
And
but I think that's why it was so much better when we did it together.
Right. Life is better when we do things
Yeah.
together with people, right? And for me, it's about that connection. Again, being connected with people is really important to me. And I know that we take those relationships wherever we go and when we leave here. So I love that we are connected again. We're back together. We're going to have fun these next 5 years.
Yeah.
At least. And maybe if we're really awesome, we'll just keep going
Yeah.
till we're like 75.
We're going to be big influencers, so who knows? So really, we're doing this for us.
Yeah.
We're not expecting anything from it except we are excited
To learn new things.
and to kind of find us again.
Experience.
We really are two middle-aged women staring down the barrel of an empty nest. Our kids are starting to leave, and we're starting to realize, wow, like what now?
One of the things we wanted to also do on this journey, I remember being my daughter's age with these little tiny babies, and women who are our age now would say, oh, just love it. Just
It goes by
enjoy
so
it.
fast.
All of these things. And okay.
We'd flip them off and walk on. Because at the time,
You're thinking, this is so hard.
it's so hard.
And I think that's what we want to do on here, right? We want to be real. Like, it wasn't an easy thing that we did.
No.
And we know that the things that you're doing aren't easy. It's not easy to be a working mom. It's not easy to be a stay-at-home mom.
Life is hard.
It's hard.
And we'll tackle hard stuff, I mean, we're not going to go into all the hard stuff right now, but
We want you to come back.
yeah, but we want to have real conversations, and that's part of it. Is we want to meet people and talk to people, and especially women. We want to connect with other women of all ages and kind of find out what makes us similar. There's so much more that makes us similar than different, and we want to actually learn from people.
That's where I wanted to go when we look at those women who are our age now, and we'd be like, right, and not listen to them and not really take in some of the things they were saying, because it was hard. I'm hoping I'm smarter now than I was then, and that
I think the way we're smarter is we realize we're not smart.
right, we are not smart at all.
Like really, in the 20s, we
were smart.
we really thought we
thought
had it
we
down.
were.
Our parents didn't know what they had done. Like they did it wrong, and we were going to do it right. And now we're here, and we're like, wow, we did it all wrong.
And now we want to talk to women and people and find out how to do it better.
Yeah.
Like that, so we maybe don't have to go through those stumbling blocks and those stepping stones. Maybe we can learn from other people. And we're hoping that this will be a way for us to, not just us, but other people to kind of connect with each other and make a tribe of women, right? That,
excuse me just a second, keep going. Keep going.
This tribe of women who have each other's back and who are striving for the same thing: connection, courage to do the things that are a little bit scary, frankly.
And our new favorite word.
Yes. As we were coming up with what is it that we want to do in this podcast, we're like, what is it that we really want to do as we go out and do our fun adventures, as we talk and interview other women? What is it that we want? And so we knew
connection.
That we wanted to connect, and we wanted to find out how you connect. How do you connect with other people? How do you connect with your higher power, with your Heavenly Father or your Savior? How do you connect with
yourself?
With yourself after you feel like you've lost yourself. I mean, so all of these different things, and we realize that it takes courage, like this being on camera.
This is horrifying for us, really. Like this you
This
have
takes
no idea
courage.
what goes on before we push record.
Yeah.
The weeping
Crying.
and waiting.
Redoing makeup because tears of no.
Trying to talk each other that it's going to be okay.
It's gonna be all right.
So we don't want to hear anything negative, really. Don't tell us. Don't tell us
it's okay.
that this bothered you. Because I know it bothers me. I get it.
But also, then we were like, well, we need something else. What's been a big part of our life? And laughter and joy is such a huge part. And the time that we were separated into our own crazy worlds, it really was, that was a lot of the piece that was missing, is kind of that laughter and that joy. So we were like, well, what do we want to say?
You can't go connection, courage, and laughter.
That just doesn't sound right.
So we have found a new favorite word.
It's a real word.
That means laughter.
It means cackling.
Cachinnation.
Cachinnation.
That means laughter.
Is that like the coolest word?
Just when we found it, we laughed and laughed because
we found out we really like to cachinnate.
There's so many things that we said that we won't repeat. But yes, so that's our
Connection,
third.
cachinnation, and courage.
So those are kind of going to be what we want to focus on. That's what we want to find. That's what we're striving for. We definitely are going to get out of our comfort zone eventually. Well, this is definitely out of our comfort zone. But
do more things.
We want to do things that we haven't done before. So we're going to be doing a new experience every month. Yeah. That will be fun.
So that, again, I know we asked this in the game one, but if you have ideas, we'd love to hear them. We want you to subscribe. We want you to follow, because here's what our hope is. Our hope is that we get women together doing these things together and finding connection and courage through each other. And also cachinnation should happen along the way. And we know that's not just from us, but it will come because we have a lot of women on board with us.
Yeah. And we tend to have fun. Whatever we do.
do.
We're
Even
stupid.
if you're not having fun,
yeah,
we're still probably
we'll laugh at you. We'll laugh at each other. We're just those type of people that find things funny.
It's true.
But yeah, so that's kind of the journey we're on. We have been at home with the kids, and
for years. I've done that for 26 years.
Yeah, and we love the title as mom, and I'm looking forward to the title as Grammy, but we're kind of at the point in our life where it's like, okay, well, who am I? Who am I outside of a mother? You know, because that is my favorite. I mean, I love that. I will never not love being that.
But it's just different, right? You people know, what it's like. Your kids start leaving. It's a little bit different. Like, and what does that new connection look like? What is that new relationship? How does that work? You know, when you have these tiny babies and you're a brand new mom, you're like, feel it like you're at a loss. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I am just trying the best. I'm trying to figure this out. It's the same.
It is. Like,
it's a weird place to be. I don't know how to be a mom of adult children.
It's a lot harder than we make it look. Like it is a new challenge because they're very smart now. They know a lot. That's what they say. So they don't listen to us, and we feel like we have so much wisdom.
And there again, maybe we're still...
Yeah.
It's such a different place to be because we've never done this before.
We've never done it before. And they're awesome. It's awesome to have adult kids. But it's hard. It's like you said, it's like bringing home a newborn. But
like, and how does our new relationship look? What does that look like? How
they don't let us swaddle them.
It's hard.
It's harder.
I've tried putting blankets on them and bringing them in.
Yeah,
And they
Nick
hate
just
it.
won't have it anymore.
It's like I leave that up to Sophie to swaddle me.
There's no room in the womb. So we want help.
Please.
We want help.
Yeah.
We're looking for answers. We're looking for fun. So,
and we don't know all the answers. So that's another reason we're here, right? Is we're just trying to figure some stuff out. And we're hoping as we meet and interview other people that they have amazing, a lot of wisdom.
A lot of wisdom. Amazing
stories to tell. You guys, there are amazing women out there that are just average women, right? But have amazing stories of connection and courage and caconation, how they found joy during struggles. So that's our hope. And our hope is that in some way it will inspire you to do something new.
And try something new and
find courage, because it's scary for all of us.
Well, and I think in this day and age, life is hard. It is getting harder all the time. And I think the only way we are going to make it is with the help of each other. And I think there is a power with friendships with women that is kind of like this untapped power. I think that's the only way we'll make it. Well,
yeah, I think you're right. And one of the other things that just came to my mind is I've been working on another presentation I have to give on Saturday. But I was thinking about one of the things that I needed to talk about, and that is, for things to change, I have to change, right? For things to get better, I have to get better. And so if we're not willing to change, our life will be the same thing it's always been.
Yeah.
And we're looking for something more. And I think that's part of this experience in this life on this planet, is that we're trying to progress and be better. And so we know that in order to do that, we have to do something different. And this is our something different.
Yeah.
We're gonna change some things and work on.
It's scary.
Ourselves.
I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
It's scary.
But it's gonna, what's gonna be amazing? What amazing things will we find and see and experience?
And this is one thing. By the end of the 5 years, we will be on a mechanical bull. That's my pledge. I don't know when.
Our kids really want us to do that.
It's not going to be soon. I'll promise you that. It's not going to be. I'm going to have to do some stretching, but
it's some yoga before.
Yes, it's going to be amazing. So if you have ideas that you want us to go try, feel free to, drop a line. But we're not going to skydive. I mean, let's just put that out there again. I'm not going to skydive. I don't care who says it.
I don't know. Maybe she will in 5 years.
Who knows?
See where she's at.
Why? Oh, I thought we. Okay. Yeah, who knows? Maybe. Who knows? But right now we're not going to skydive.
No, not next week.
So we do have a new thing we're doing next week. Do we want to say, or do we want to hold off?
Just join us next week. We're going to try a new thing.
We'll be posting it on Thursday.
Yeah. We're going to go do it on Tuesday.
Yeah. And
it should be fun.
It will be fun. It's not... we hope it's not life-threatening, but now we keep hearing these horrible things.
This is the thing, right? People will tell us, hey, you should go do this. And then we're like, oh, okay, we'll go do that. And then you start telling people, we're going to go do this. And everybody else is like, you should not do that. You're going to die.
So, it seems very easy. Like, that's why we picked it for our first one. But we're a little scared, that we could get the coronavirus or something.
Fungus.
Yes.
Some sort of fungus.
So we are doing that, and then we are our first interview, we're going to interview our moms first.
Yeah.
And so my mom will be first, and we're going to be interviewing her on her birthday. I think it's her 71st birthday.
Oh.
So that will be our first official interview podcast.
And you know what? I don't know, here's something. If you have somebody that you think would be amazing that we can learn from,
or if you're amazing,
yeah, we'd love to talk with you.
Yeah.
So if you have a mom or a sister or somebody that you find and think is just incredible and has gone through some incredible things and has a life, any sort of life, just life,
just breathing.
Because that's it. We're here just doing life. So anybody, let us know, because I learned stuff from everybody.
Yeah. So we're excited about that.
Yeah.
So we hope that you guys can get stuff from this. If not, you can just watch us make a fool out of ourselves. And so we will be putting out one podcast a month for right now. And then the rest will be videos. Yeah. The interviews will be podcasted. So just stay tuned. We have a lot of fun things planned.
Yeah. You guys, it's going to be fun. Come on this journey. Enjoy it with us. And then you do something courageous.
Yeah.
And post it.
Come to find out, you might like it.
Come to find out, you might like it.
See you guys.
See